channel, Ego TV Network, at youtube.com/Ego TV Network.
I forget sometimes too. So don't even. I don't want you to.
Like go to the website.
Yeah, don't put that on me because sometimes I'll be forgetting my dang self. But
Sure.
anyway, to start off like we always start off, how was your weekend, Renata?
It was it was good. I had to think about what did I do.
Wow,
It was
wow,
good. It was good.
that that is interesting, Renata.
It was
Because
good. It was good. It start Thursday started off and it just kind of progressed. So it started off pretty good. How was
wasn't I
yours?
with you most of the weekend?
You were
No,
not with me Thursday. You were on the phone Thursday.
yeah,
You were not with me
I
Thursday.
forgot. See, I have CRS. I can't remember stuff. Well,
Same.
sugar honey or iced tea. When it's past that time. So I know we were to get. Oh, we were at a fundraiser event
We were together
Saturday.
Saturday
That's right. Oh, shout out
and
to Blue
Friday. Didn't
Time.
I see you Friday?
I don't know.
I
Did
don't either.
you? I don't know.
No.
See, we too young for this.
Anyways, how was your weekend?
We are too young to not remember what we did last night day earlier, like 2 days ago.
It's
That's
okay. It's all
bad.
right. It's
We
all
need
right.
some ginkgo biloba or something. But anyway, my weekend was pretty good. You know, it was what it was, and shout out to my daughter for being gone all weekend. Yeah, no, just kidding. Love you. Glad you had fun in Chicago, but because she's watching, so that's why I can say that to her right now. But anyway, so let's get back. Let's get into the show because clearly we can't remember stuff. So I want to make sure I remember why we're here.
Well, we're not going to forget why we're here. So we have somebody very special with us
I know him, my
today.
heart, and my baby, and my other
So
baby.
we'll let our special guest introduce himself.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Luke P. Sanders, and I'm super excited to be back on JQLM Radio on Power Hour. This is my first time.
It
Is it?
is. It is your first
Hold
time.
on. Oh, I can't even say popping the chair. Huh? Okay, good. We're getting you acclimated today. Oh, I was gonna say we use the word acclimated. That's a good way to say that. Why have you not been on the show before?
I don't time and my show, your show.
That's true. That's
I
true.
had about 2-3 shows one
You
time, so
did.
You did. You and you act like it's different now because we were talking before we started,
hmm
and you said you have a few things coming up. I guess we could talk about that in a little bit, but the first thing we're going to talk about is the show that's debuting this week,
yes,
and it is called. I'm about to say Family Time. It's Family
Yeah.
Talk.
yes.
I'm about to say Family Time. I'm like, but I feel like this is Family Time, honestly, because I miss you,
I
my
missed
little,
y'all too.
my baby. I mean, we ain't texting nothing in a while. We got to get better.
I text you.
I know, but it was
Ooh,
a little
ooh, ooh.
distance between that. But you gotta we think about it though.
Just stop
Before
while you were here.
no no
Come on,
no.
Luke. Go
But
ahead.
before that, we had a little gap there. I was like, oh man, I
It
think
wasn't intentional,
no, because we both had stuff going on.
right?
Right. We got, but that's the beauty part
Yeah.
about being family like because we
hmm
can jump back in and start where we left off. We didn't miss a beat.
No, we
You
didn't.
still my heart. But anyway, but tell us more about your show coming up.
So family talk, I don't want people to get confused because I think people hear family talk and they think we're gonna be talking about family drama. It's not about family drama. You know that'd be juicy.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a co-host who wouldn't want to do that. So Family Talk is a limited podcast hosted by me and my mother, Brenda Sanders. It's about health and getting through your past, and we have fun along the way. So I would love to do that. I think it'll be very entertaining to talk about our family drama, but she wouldn't want to do that. Y'all would tune in for that.
What made you decide to do a show with your mom?
Right.
um, my mom got diagnosed with cancer 2 years ago, so I wanted to do something that I can always have. She's not terminal, so she's not like she has so much time to live. It's not like that. I also did a 2-part special with her last year, so I'm just doing things just to, keep the memory going, keep the fun going with her. Things that we can always share, things we can always play with the family, that I can always show the family. So yeah,
Oh, that's so
Oh,
heartfelt.
I know. That's brave. Do a show.
yeah, it
with,
is.
with your mom.
It's hard because I have to share creative control. Usually, I'm like, okay, we filming this day, we doing this. Okay, turn the cameras off, we done, or turn the mics off, and that's it. But with her, I have to like wait till she's ready to record. I have to do.
Yeah.
You know how many topics we went through? We were supposed to record way more, and then we were supposed to do so many different topics, but she didn't want to do them. She was so not the entertainment type. So it was a lot, but it was fun. It's worth it.
Oh, I can't wait to hear because I have no relationship with my birther. So, and to see other people have good relationships with their parental units is heartwarming. And I lived through y'all. So kudos to you for having a show with your mama. I don't know if I could have it with an adult because I be done drops a couple S's and F's and all
With an
kinds of
adult
stuff.
or with your mother?
Like an
'Cause-
adult.
okay,
Like
I'm about to say, because what am I, a child? Like, what?
well, there are times. No, just kidding. But like I'm talking about somebody like that we would put in the senior recycled teenagers category, which is usually over the age of 60. That we consider a recycled teenager. So I don't think my mouth is um, controlled enough to do the elders.
It was fun doing it because my shows that I've done recently been adult, so it was kind of fun to get back to doing family stuff because that's how I started out with my first series. It's kind of like family oriented, so it was kind of good to get back to that. But yeah, Volume One airs starting this Wednesday, May 4th at 12:11 Central on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Amazon Alexa, Audible, Spotify, and Anchor. And we started production in February and in April. And it's not super long, so you're not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, I gotta sit here and listen to this whole podcast." It's short and sweet,
Okay.
and it's right in time for Mother's Day.
Mm. So, can you give us like a sneak peek of like maybe a topic that y'all gonna talk
Um, I'm trying to think. The producers and me like, don't share that.
Or
you
maybe
feel
the
comfortable
title.
sharing.
Maybe the title of it.
Well, the season finale is gonna be really good. I can tell you that much because it's gonna shock everybody. I've talked about it on my podcast, but I think on this podcast it's a new wave of listeners, so they probably don't know this story. But I can't share that though because that's too juicy. But
Mm-mm.
let me think. Oh, I talked about me in the Breakfast Club. That was pretty cool. And
Okay.
she talks about miscarriage, so we really go there. So we have fun,
Oh.
and then we also get deep. So it's a little bit of everything.
So, do we need to have our clinics?
Not just yet. Maybe volume two.
Ooh.
Uh-uh. Uh-uh. So does your mom was the resistance in the beginning because your mom came from that era of what goes on in this house stays in this
Yep.
house?
And she's very Christian, and there's nothing wrong with that. Um, and we've been through a lot. I've talked about it on my shows. We've been through a lot as well. So this is not just like a hunky dory story where we're just perfect. We've been through a lot together. I'm sharing on my other podcast. So, but it was different because her work level is different than mine. I'm used to grinding really hard. This is her first podcast.
Mhm.
This is her first anything in entertainment. So she's not used to the hustle and bustle. I'm like, okay, we need to knock these out. Especially with her not feeling good all the time. I wanted to make sure that we do it when she's feeling well. So it was a little different. It was challenging, but it was worth it. Especially the miscarriage episode because she really went there. I wasn't expecting it. We traded off. So I did episode alone, she did episode alone, and then we did 2 episodes together. So we're gonna see who likes who more, and we're gonna see if they like us together or apart. So we'll see what we're gonna do for volume two, maybe.
So, how you gonna feel if they like your mama more?
I won't be mad because I've had so many shows, so I can't be selfish. It can't always be about me.
Okay. I figured that was gonna be your answer, but
Mama can have her shine for a little bit.
Yeah.
But just so she knows she got to give it back. That's all. She can't keep it.
And she's very like she wants to do it again. She's like, I had a big number. I was like, we get this many listeners, we gotta do it again. She's like, if we do this many listeners, we gotta do it again. So she really wants to do it again. So I was very shocked because she didn't want to do it at first. I was like, we had a real conversation. I was like, do you want to do the podcast anymore? And she was like, yeah, I still want to do it. And then we finally started taping.
It's interesting because I was the same way when we started this because I don't like talking, but believe it or not, but it has become natural now that I talk now in front of people, and people like Lady J and Ranada keep pushing me to do stuff, and I don't even understand why they keep doing it. Hint, nudge, nudge, but it's all good.
I'm assuming she's
You're
talking to you,
good, though.
Lady J, 'cause
I'm talking to both of y'all.
She poked her chest
Both
out,
of
looked
y'all.
at- looked at
Both
you.
because if those who don't know, I'm being put in front of people in August, and I'm like,
I
crap.
saw that. Did you post that?
Yeah,
saw
man,
that.
I've been like, well, I got to talk,
Now, no.
I missed
First
one
of all,
meeting
she
and I
got
get
a
thrown
whole
into
attitude.
there.
It was like, did you volunteer me? I'm like, I didn't say anything.
So I think she
It wasn't even
did.
me.
I think she did, man, because I missed one phone call and all of a sudden, oh yeah, you're doing your own. What? I'm sorry. I'm your sidekick. I'm holding the purse. I am the cue card woman. When did I get put?
Again, it wasn't my idea. I was just
Mm-mm,
sitting there.
mm-mm.
And
See,
Lady J said, "You doing what is she doing?" I said, "Okay."
that's all good. Okay. But see, now I can relate. So your mom's probably going to take this experience and run with it, just so you know. Because like with me, I was like, don't put me in front of no microphone, don't put me in front of no camera, don't put me in
She
front of
said no cameras,
nothing.
so it's definitely no video podcast.
See, she gonna change her
Very
mind.
clear.
Let her numbers get up. She go like, oh baby, they want to
Right.
see me. Hold on, let me
But
go
I don't
ahead.
understand because she's been on Recreation Hour, which is my first series. She's been on Luke's Life Chronicles, my third series. She just want to be on camera this time. I don't know why. But
She'll change her mind. As soon as her numbers go up, she gonna be like, baby, let's do the video.
we already get numbers. I'm surprised.
Oh, see,
And the show's not even out. I was telling her, she's like, really?
tell mama to go and get her camera ready self together and be prepared because there's only it's what only up from here. So I'm pretty sure that this show is going to take off like your other ones have. So I have no doubt in that you're going to pull in the audience, especially with you bringing your mama in because that's one area a lot of people don't do. They
That's
do
true.
not bring their mamas on here because they're afraid of what their mama might say, what their mama might do, or if they get in trouble on air. Do you have that fear? Is your mama a popper? Like, is she gonna pop you if you go too far?
She'll look at me for sure. I know I have to dial it back because on my other podcast, Luke's Crazy Journey, I talk about everything. It's my coming of age story. It's a podcast everybody loves to hate because I came out on it. I came out as bisexual 2 years ago, and everybody was calling like this was like news, like headline news. I'm like, what? This is not this. I okay, but I was like, this is not news. I didn't think it was news like that, but it was my coming of age stories, my life's journey, and on there I talk about everything. So with this podcast, I know I couldn't do that because it's a family podcast, but yeah, make sure y'all stream that. It's come back. Season 3 returns this summer on July 27th, and follow us on all social media platforms at Luke CJ Podcast. But yeah, it was really a hard time because I found out who my friends were and what family members were really for me and who weren't for me, and it was just shocking. My mom was getting phone calls, and I'm like, what are y'all doing? I'm not even famous. I'm like, this is a
Clearly
local
you are.
podcast.
They like, baby, listen.
I'm like, we're not in the studio. This is on my phone. Like, I didn't understand, but they love
Clearly,
to hate it. My numbers don't lie though.
clearly they was that was like a shocking news update for them. They was like, no, baby, what happened? When did this happen? And all that other stuff. But I mean, I'm glad you live in your truth. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I appreciate that because even when you said something to me about it, I was like, okay. So what you want me to do? Not hug you now? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like you still my baby. You still my baby. But I still love you and everything. But I know that was a difficult journey for you, especially with all the people who came out the woodworks and had something to say. But now, do you feel like people have embraced you more, and that part of you is not the center of attention?
I started to be careful because my Facebook people they still ain't forgave me.
Really?
Facebook is still mad.
Really?
Instagram is they cool.
Why is Facebook
Wow.
mad?
Because they was shocked. I was talking about stuff that happened in the choir. Nothing sexual happened in the choir, but it was definitely some people hitting on me and stuff like that in the choir, and they were of the same sex. And I talked about it. I didn't use no names. I didn't name drop, but they were like, "You really going there?" I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, "This is my life."
Mhm.
Um,
Because God forbid you talk about your
right
truth.
on my podcast. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was definitely a journey.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all now. Y'all better leave my baby alone. Don't make me come out the pocket on y'all, cause y'all better leave my Lukey Poo alone. Not Lukey Poo. That's my name. I call him by myself. Y'all ain't supposed to hear that, but just leave him alone. I just don't understand because nowadays, everyone is starting to embrace that. But I guess, dare I say, in the Black community, we are struggling still with accepting people for living their truth. And I'm not gonna act like I've always been like, oh yeah, rah rah sis boom bah. For every because I
Rah
didn't
rah
grow up.
bourgeois. What does that
Rah
mean?
rah sis boom bah. Like that little cheer they used to do back in this. Wait,
That's you.
whatever. Lady J, you heard that before, haven't you? Rah rah sis boom bah. But
Nope, you by yourself.
you see, y'all acting like that too. But anyway, somebody out there could co-sign. But anyway, but people are I'm not gonna say I've ever been just like, oh, you're a lesbian. Oh, been
Mhm.
like, oh, I can't talk to you anymore. Or, oh, you're gay. And like, it's never been my thing, but I've never been like walking around with flyers and banners either, being like, hey, I support you, but I support you, I support people in general. But it's sad that that's still something that's going on now because everybody is finally starting to live their truth, but still people are having issues with it when it's been going on for decades.
Yeah.
Like my grandfather's cousin was pure gay. He didn't buy nothing. He was straight up men loving, and that was the only person in my family. He was when he passed. I think he was like in his 70s, but back when he was younger, that was like a taboo thing, and
Hmm.
but he was still out. He was like, I'm not hiding this. This is my thing. And even when I was a kid, I remember cousin David being very flamboyant. I'm like, so he's different than everybody. And my family be like, oh, yeah, he's different. That's just his friend, Billy, we'll say for sake of the story. And I'm like, that ain't just a friend, But when y'all ready to tell me the truth, be real with me and be honest and just, speak it out. But, as the older I got, I realized that, black families, they don't really accept a lot of things and they don't really come out and support a lot of things because it'll be that uncle in the back that has a mental health issue that they're still hiding in the back. It'll be that family member that's gay that they'll kind of keep to the side and not really talk about. Um, but now that you have been embraced by more people, except for Facebook, because they some the fuddy duddies, but but
Facebook gave me the hardest time,
that is, I mean, I just find that so hard to like, really, like,
especially the graphics. Oh my god,
really.
Jesus!
I
Because it's for entertainment, so it's gonna be out there. They couldn't handle it,
but like Lil Nas X running around here talking about he pregnant, but
right?
y'all can't accept my Luke. Yeah, you know what, that poor baby, he and the blood on the shoes and I was like, wait, what is he doing? And then I was like, then he was pregnant on the. I was like, okay, that poor baby's confused, but nobody has told him that. I don't know, but when you become the next Tyler Perry, as my sister spoke into existence, because she said that's gonna be his next thing, and Luke. You can't act like you don't know us. Um, when
No,
you
you already have my autograph.
I need another one. It needs to say to my favorite Athena in the whole wide world. I don't know. I just want to be extra. But when you get to that next level, do you think that the hate is going to taper down, or
Mm-mm.
you think it'll get
No,
worse?
a queer creator? No, it's never gonna be easy.
But there's so many out here now, though.
Like who?
Like,
Besides Patrick,
what's that girl's name? Who the
Big Frida.
she's bald. No, she's a director and she's a bald and she's openly a lesbian and she's married to a woman. What is her name?
You gave the most vague
She's
description.
a she just got an award on some show. Oh
You
gosh, I
talking about
can't.
Robin? What's called it? She did that
Maybe,
one movie. You talking about from
maybe
Robin Walters or something
something like that. Yeah, I think that's her
from
name.
Good Morning America?
Was that her? No. It's a black. I'll find her name. And I'll send it to you. But she was trying to argue with me. But what was I saying? My whole point was I think you'll be embraced. I think it's starting to shift a little bit. more and more as the years go on. And the more people who
That's true.
stand up, the more people who support, I think the better it get. I don't know. I mean, you're the therapist. Have you seen the shift, Mom? I mean, Renata. Why y'all? If y'all could see this eyeball she giving me.
Because what I was about to say was not appropriate.
Fine.
Oh Lord.
Well, fine. Hold that thought, because I think we got to take a break anyway. But hold that thought, because I want you to say something inappropriate. I want to hear this on commercial break. Why? What was you about to say?
I'm not about to say nothing.
She lying. She lying. She lying. That's okay. I'll get it out of her later. But since we have to take a break, we'll be right back with more with Luke and Family Time Talk.
Get ready for the brand launch of the season. If you have bounced back despite all odds, personally and professionally, then you don't want to miss this. The Bounce Backology launch is here. Food, fashion show, music, and more. And it's all free. Sunday, April 24th at 4 p.m. at the Gallery Event Center located at 5852 East 82nd Street in Indianapolis, Indiana. Bounce Backology. You don't want to miss this.
Indianapolis, Indiana is hosting the first annual Re-Up Experience and Re-Up Awards. It's coming August 6, 2022 at the Spotlight Event Center, hosted by Florida's own hostess with the mostest, Caramel Lucas. The Re-Up Experience is an annual nationwide event that has 5 core focus areas: release, recoup, remind, remix, and repeat. It includes brunch, raffles, vendors, music, interactive panel discussion, networking mixer, bounce backology performance and presentation, re-up power circles, an award ceremony, red carpet, all-white after party, and more. Sponsorships are available, and vendor tables are available as well for only $40. Visit the website reupexperience.com. Again, that is reupexperience.com to download sponsorship details and to secure your sponsorship or vendor table. You can also contact reupexperience@gmail.com. And this year's theme, we all the way up. If you're tired of hearing the same music and content every 5, 10, or 15 minutes on air, then check out JQLM Radio for the realest, rawest, and most relevant variety of music, talk shows, and more. Start your days with a little bit of gospel and gospel rap from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All of my life, I've never known you to fail. You deliver me. 'Cause all I seem to do is coming and breaking it down with that wicked style, man. We really living it out, don't miss it.
Then get into some hot R&B.
Say baby, what you doing? Excited.
Some hip hop.
Falling in deep with the quicksand. Flag on the fan, no quick run. I was packing on the pound, got my
time and I heard that
a little bit of pop,
watermelon sugar, strawberries,
and some neo soul for the rest of the day. JQLM Radio, real, raw, and relevant.
holds my hand.
Renata's gonna tell us what she was talking crazy about. What were you told to say? What was
I
your,
wasn't about to say nothing.
your smart remark you was about to
I'm
say?
not gonna say it.
See?
That's what I was about to say. So,
Ooh.
Luke, I do have a question for you. It's not about us. It's about you.
Thank you.
She gonna get it.
So, the mental health therapist in me, what was like the power dynamic of working with your mom? Because there's always that power dynamic of working with a parent. So, what was that like?
Well, I'm not the boss. It's both of our shows, but I come from this background.
Mhm.
So it was kind of like me telling her what to do. So that was very hard for her. She was like, so I'm the mother still. But it was very, because like she won't do it unless I'm like on her. I'm like, okay, we got to get done. We got to get done. She's like, okay. But the more I was on her, the more that we got it done. So,
Okay. So, how many times she had to be like, I'm still your mama?
like once. I get the picture. I wasn't like that as a child. That was my brother. Ooh, shade, but
Did he just open the umbrella or no? But
So in my follow up, with May being Mental Health Awareness Month,
oh yeah,
it is. So, kind of, what are your thoughts on just as families talking about mental health? Like, what are your thoughts?
we wanted to talk about that. We thought about talking about Christianity and mental health, but I don't know what happened. But it's something that we may talk about in the future. But I've talked about mental health on like 2 of my podcasts, I think. So it's not taboo for me.
Do you think that as a society we just don't do a good job of talking about it enough?
Yeah, especially in the black community, it's very like you've got a demon or something's wrong with you, or it's not good at all. I've seen it in my family personally, and I just try to I don't I try not to like make them feel like something's wrong with them. I try to make them feel normal as possible, and I just pray for them and tell them I go to therapy. Try to be an example.
sometimes that's the best thing to do because being an example and showing people there is nothing scary about it is
Mhm.
sometimes the easiest because that's something I had to do. Because like we were talking before, I was like, I never thought about mental health therapy before 2014,
Right.
like until I got bamboozled into being part of Empowered Living. But I didn't think about it, and so as in the Black community, we did not talk about it. We just kept it in the house, and we all know that nothing changes if we keep it
Right.
inside ourselves or inside of the house. So um kudos to y'all for that. So do you notice now there's like with you saying those things to your family, like I go to therapy, I want to pray for you or I'm going to pray for you or anything like that?
Mhm.
Have you noticed a shift in some people like being maybe more open to therapy?
Yeah, but one of them is a child, so it's kind of their decision.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only thing. They definitely want to go now. They're like, why do you even go to therapy? Because you're so calm. I'm like, that's why. That's how I'm calm. Because I
I've
do
been
go to
delivered.
therapy.
I've been delivered.
But I'm in a really good space, so it's really good. My therapist is like, so why are you here? I'm like, I'm not perfect. Um, but
Right.
yeah, so I'm happy about that. And the only reason I'm sharing that is because you can get to a good place, and I just want to let people know that.
Well, you can. I always say you can treat therapy like maintenance. You don't. I don't personally think most people will not have to be in therapy for the rest of their life. For the rest of their life. Sometimes you just think of it as an oil change. You need to go get an oil change.
Right.
Because even my therapist, I know she just be like, "Child, and you be seeing people." I'm like, girl, yes. Stay prayed up. It's one of my prayers. Lord, let your words come out and not mine.
Right.
Yeah. That's exactly why I couldn't be a therapist because I think my words will flow more than they should. So I definitely commend y'all for that. I mean, I haven't seen my therapist in a while. I'll probably do for a maintenance checkup, but I think I've been handling myself pretty good. I haven't done anything crazy, so I guess that's a sign. Wait, I don't need to go yet. I don't know.
Not necessarily.
Maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe I need to just go dump and say, hey. But then that's the good thing about therapy. You can dump. And then also your podcast is like a form of therapy.
Right. They love that. And they like,
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're doing the podcast and stuff like that. So
Yeah, and you can share what you want to share and whoever's listening, if you got a problem with it, oh well. You know what I mean? But this is your truth.
my
and we
listeners are
speaking it.
nice.
That's good.
So
You ain't got no haters? That's good.
they haven't told me they hate it.
You better keep it to yourself. You heard it here first. Keep it to yourself.
So for you, then what would be some of the takeaways you really want people to get?
That I'm human. That I like to have fun. Everything's not serious. I'm an entertainer at heart, so that's why you gotta get some of the episodes that you do get. Um, that I love hard and I like to have fun. If I didn't say that,
Okay. Now I want to hear more about this TV show.
which one?
And I'll just
That
Don't
wasn't.
you like when people got options? What do you want me to tell you about?
you know what? How about
All
this?
of them. Tell us
Just
about
start
all of
from A to B. Let's go off your resume. What you been doing?
Do we have enough time to do Luke's
Oh
resume?
Lord,
Yeah.
really?
Yes, we do because we
I don't
technically
think we
got.
do. We ain't got enough time for all of Luke's
We
resume.
technically do. We can give him all the last 25 minutes of the show.
I don't know if it's enough time.
Mm.
Go ahead, Luke.
The recent ones or the new ones?
Wait, what's the difference?
I mean, like the past ones are the ones that are coming out.
Let's start with the
Whatever the
ones
spirit
that are
moves you to
yeah.
say.
I
Okay.
said you should start from beginning because whatever people can go back and watch
Okay.
till now. So
So the first one was Recreation Hour. That was on my senior year of high school. That was a lot of fun. You saw my college orientation. You saw my last day of school. You saw my graduation. So I've been filming and being on podcasts since I was 16. So my whole life, you can be nosy and go back and listen to or watch.
So I have a
Um,
question for you going
yeah.
to the next one. How do you feel about like showing so much of your life and allowing people to just be nosy, using your words?
Um, I got to edit everything. So what I didn't want to share, I didn't share. And what I wanted to share, I shared. So that's the cool thing about it. Um, but it can be nerve wracking when people are trying to like pinpoint stuff and try to be like nerve wracking about it. That's annoying, but that doesn't happen too often. So
Okay.
I don't
Mhm.
have those type of fans just yet.
And that's what I was going to ask you too. It's like by exposing yourself, do you get people who think that they know you and
Yeah,
think
it
that
was weird. Like, especially with Looks Like Chronicles, there was like, so the car accident episode, it was your fault. I'm like, no, the car accident wasn't my fault. Go back and watch it again.
it's like mind your business now.
Right. But the second one was Who Got Mary B Confessionals. That was about my experience in foster care and things like that. And I'm actually this year, I'm actually doing, because it's the 5 year anniversary, I'm actually doing a special, and that's going to air on Amazon Prime if everything goes well. I have to wait and get some things approved, but I actually just had a production meeting about it today, and everything's going green light. So,
Okay.
Yay.
Yay. So can I have 3 autographs? Okay. But continue.
and then the third one, the one that everybody knows about, is Looks Like Chronicles, which is about my college journey and things like that. Um, One personal thing I talked about in there was my grandmother's death, and I think a family member got mad about that. I don't know why. I guess they didn't want me to share that, but I'm like, she's not just your family member, she's mine, and I wanted to be real about death because it was really hard for me during that time. So I wanted to share it. So I went to, the scene was me going to a church and reading her obituary. Then there was a voiceover of me talking about her in a good way, of course. And then we talking about podcasts or just series?
I love it.
Let's
You
just talk
said
about
your
series.
you said your
Your
resume,
whole
so
resume. Give me your whole resume.
Well, some of it I can't talk about on air.
Okay. Oh, the stuff you can talk about.
And then the next one was Millennials Take. Shout out to JQLM Radio. That was my first podcast with JQLM Radio, and I talked about. Ooh, what did I talk about? That was like 4 years ago. Um, what did I talk about? Do you remember? Just pretty much coming of age a little bit, but not so much of yeah, just life. And millennials who are also doing great things. I interviewed a lot of people. I got to interview a past therapist. That was so cool. She's the best. She's one of the best. Um, and yeah, and then my next podcast, Luke's Crazy Journey. That's the one I came out with. The one I came out on and shocked everybody, shocked the world. Um, but the thing about my coming out, people don't know. I actually talked about it in the magazine. So if they really follow me, they would know that I talked about the magazine first, and then it was on the show. But hey, and then I have another podcast that I can't talk about on air, and then I have Family Talk that I'm really really excited about. My family doesn't know about it, so they're gonna know about it
really.
this week
Oh.
because some of them are haters, and I don't got time for the energy. You want to
Yeah.
have good energy promoting it, so
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what are you preparing for once the family?
they so dramatic. Sometimes we need a reality show. I don't think we could do a docu series because it's too much drama.
Sounds like that's the next show that's gonna
I
happen.
pitched it. Some are on, some are not. Yeah, I don't know.
I can see how that because people are like I don't want to be seen in a negative light. I don't want them to show,
Yeah,
but you
and some
already
people just don't
know.
want to be on camera. Period. And I
Yeah.
understand that. Well, I guess because I'm not camera shy, but hey. Um, and then there's another show I'm working on that I can't really talk about because there's NDAs involved. But
Fair.
what'd you say?
I said fair.
Okay, yeah, because I can't. I won't go to jail.
No, you ain't got no bail money. I'm just saying.
No, I don't. Mm-mm.
But it has to do with Tyler Perry a little bit. The only way it has to do with Tyler Perry, I've talked about this on social media, is that it's Tyler Perry's godson's business partner.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm working with him, but I don't. This is new. This could just be a flop. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's a really good idea, and I'm not being biased because it's mine. It's a really good idea. But I'm waiting till August to see what they say. And then the special I'm talking about with that I just told you about with Who Got Married, Be Confessionals. Um, I have to talk to some people about that, but that's gonna be really good as well. That's gonna be Amazon Prime.
You so fancy.
Oh,
So what helps you be so comfortable in front of the camera and just being able to just share whatever?
I wasn't always comfortable. You can go back on some seasons and some shows. You can see I'm very shy. Um, I've just always wanted to be an entertainer. I think since I've been little, and I stopped waiting for people to give me the opportunity to get my own self the opportunity, create my own shows.
that's right.
I know that's right.
Snatch it. Take what you want,
But this year I'm going to make money, so that's why I'm going to
And
Amazon
then
Prime.
and then that's it. And that's it.
So for someone who has the same energy of wanting to be an entertainer and
Mhm.
podcasting and all that, what would you say are some things that they need to know, especially when they're trying to make money off of it?
Don't try to make money off of it because
Okay.
you're going to lose the zest of it. Like when you worry about the views and you worry about the money and the numbers, that's when you lose kind of the fun of it. Like in the beginning, it was just all fun. You can go back and look at the edits, and they're not even that good. So you just gotta have fun with it and get better and learn with it, and just be willing to grow.
Was that a hard lesson for you to learn?
Yeah, because I'm a perfectionist. I look back, I'm like, dang, I wish that was so much better. But I'm like, look, you were 16.
Yeah.
So that's what I just continue to tell myself. Especially in 2020, that's what I did. I was really hard on myself because we were all in the house. So I just looked back over all my projects. I was like, they were good, but I'm like, this could have been better. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this better next time. I'm going to do this. So I got to learn a lot in 2020.
Didn't we all? I don't want to beat that.
Oh, I have something else. It's not a show.
See,
Really?
what's that? Look, your resume doesn't end, but where is it putting a comma in that? There we go.
It's the last thing.
No, it ain't.
No, it's not.
No, it
Nobody in
ain't.
this room believes that. But you.
No. But go ahead, tell us your last thing in quotation.
So it's a movie. I'm a producer of the movie, and it's called Green High Point, and it's a cauldron. You know, like the fourth movie. You know what I'm trying to say? Not a trilogy, but a
Oh, okay. The
quadri.
the-
Is that how you say it?
Sure.
yeah.
Okay.
It will be for tonight.
It's the last volume of the series, and one of the actors is Bradford A. Wilson, which was in HBO's Insecure, which we all know was starring Issa Rae, and it's also starring Omari Hardwick, and it's pretty much about two families experience nightmares and a growing sense that something evil is taking over them. So it's a Halloween movie, and it's been my first movie on IMBD, and that I produced, and it'll be on Amazon Prime and other streaming platforms. And you can search it on Google.
I'm a punk. Ah,
What?
I don't like scary movies, but I
I
gotta
hate them
watch
too. It was just a good opportunity.
As for me, I enjoy them. I enjoy them profusely.
So you're gonna watch it with me?
Oh heck yeah!
We gotta do some type of
We're gonna have a
premiere.
viewing party.
Yeah,
in the
viewing part.
daytime?
That's what I mean.
Yes, auntie.
Can it be in the daytime?
No.
Yes. Because I have a vivid imagination.
Me too.
Yeah.
You need time to watch happy stuff.
Yes.
Including that.
Yeah.
You
Fine.
getting outvoted. It's his thing. So
Oh, but it makes it even scarier when it's dark.
why?
Who wants to be scared? It's too much. Go back 2020. You want to be scared?
No,
live. You
okay.
Right.
Trust me. That's why I look at the fake stuff, so I can be like, okay, real life is scary enough. Let me look at something I know is fake.
What he just described sound like it could potentially happen.
It does, just like that other movie Omari was in, where with Loretta Devine, where he was
I didn't
voodoo
watch
people. That
I know what
movie.
you're talking about, but I ain't watching.
Really? What was it called? Spell? I think it was called Spell. And I was watching that at night. I was like, well, dang, she crazy. But fine, we can do the daytime.
So if you are scared
Fine.
of scary movies, what made you decide?
You said a good opportunity. You would do it too. If somebody handed you a check and said, do this.
It wasn't a check. It was just a good opportunity. I'm not an opportunist, but it was just made sense.
Well, there's nothing wrong with taking opportunities.
No, it's not. Because I take opportunities whenever they come, and even if, like you said, if it don't yield any money, sometimes that opportunity will turn into something that does yield you some money. So when it does, don't forget me.
That's what everybody says.
I'm being serious. Yeah.
I'm sure everybody feels that way. So what's the harm producing that when you know that little bit of that fear was, or was it a little bit easier?
It probably was easy because he knew what was coming.
I produced it differently. Like producing, you can give money, you can watch it. So I won't say how I produced it, but
Oh, I didn't know it was that many options to produce.
yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
All right, Renata, throw
After
that money in
commercial
there.
break, Can you explain the different way?
Off air. She throw that
I don't
money
need
in
to know
there.
how he did it.
In general.
Well, I can tell you off. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, see, I won't be like you when I grow up.
Oh.
I want to have a couple things going at 5 different things going at once. I won't be like you when I grow up.
Sorry, Lady J was over here doing something. I'm like, what she doing?
They admiring each other's artwork. Looks like. So when is this? So when is this actually airing? You said
It's still in pre-production, so I don't know just yet. I thought it was coming out last year. I'm still talking to the people, and they're not answering.
they
They're just
more
busy.
time.
Yeah. So the pandemic. I think it was supposed to come out in 2020, but the pandemic happened, so it's taking time.
Okay, so when you do it, let me know. We're gonna have
Yeah, we gotta have a viewing party.
popcorn. Got my
In the
popcorn and
daytime.
what?
Yes.
Fine, whatever. Lady J, would you go see a scary movie at night? Thank
Oh
you.
my God.
We did.
Girl,
Okay.
listen, we here. We're gonna have
We
to
just feel
thank
different.
you. Yeah, I find a lot of little things that I can laugh at. So you'll be like, "Oh, look
You're
at that."
weird
Really?
for that.
Well, thank you.
Oh my God.
But that's why you have to look at it like that. Yes, you have to look at it like that. You have to look at it like you have to find the little comical things in there.
It feels real to me.
I struggle with it because I've had clients that could legit be in scary movies. So
I used to get put out of haunted houses.
Really?
I used to go with groups
What?
of
Ma'am.
friends from work, and they like, Jacqueline, you go first because you know we're not scared. And I used to be like, that person about to pop up, walk through. That person about to, I kid you not, in the middle of a haunted house, in 100 acres.
Yeah.
They were
Oh my
like, "Man,
God.
you're messing up the experience for everybody else. We're gonna have to ask you."
Really?
Oh my
I
God.
ain't never got
only
put
you would
out.
get put out of a
Haunted house.
But I
Oh
do
my
tell,
God.
and you know what? My family says the same thing to me because I'll be watching a TV show or something, and I'll be like, "This is about to happen." And Michaela be like, "Why are you ruining it for me?" I'm like, "Fine, I'll just be quiet." But this is about to happen for real. She's like, "Mama, please stop." But I'm like, "Well, okay, all right, I'll
I
stop."
can do suspense. That's about as far as I can go.
I do all that stuff. The suspense, I can do everything but romantic. I can't do that
That's too
mushy.
scary.
No, yeah, legit. Being in love is scary
So
than
you
the
can't do
mud.
rom-coms?
Sometimes because it's got a comedic side
Yeah.
to it. I can do that, but all that. Oh, I love you so much. My heart thirsts for you.
Yeah, that is.
Heck no.
Like Titanic.
Yeah, and I've still never
That's
watched.
just a long
Now, see,
movie.
I
That's
watched
long,
the
very long.
Titanic just so I could see the boat break and people floating in the water and being cold. And I'm like, you didn't do that right. You should have pushed that, you know. But
That's what
anyway,
Kiki Palmer said.
yeah. I could watch it and be like, okay, y'all should have did that a little differently. But if I was on the boat, now I would have pushed a few of them people out the way. But anyway,
So there is a good document.
oh Lord, of course you got a documentary for that. There's a
I
documentary.
know this is not my show, but ain't we supposed to go to break?
Oh yeah.
We are, but she can tell us about this documentary because you know she got 5 different
sorry.
documentaries that she tells us about. But we'll be right back with more with Luke. He said,
Sorry, we forgot we were working. Sorry. It's not a documentary. It's a show called.
Hey, it's your girl, Lady J, and this is a special public service announcement. The Gallery Event Center of Indianapolis, Indiana is now an official partner. If you are a client of mine and you are in need of a venue to book your next event, then book with the Gallery Event Center today, who offers all-inclusive packages at extremely affordable prices. But wait, there's more. You are able to book custom all-inclusive packages that have been tailored exclusively for Lady J's clients. And yes, that includes the Ego Entertainment Network clients too. Connect with me today at ladyj.co to receive your promo code and visit the Gallery Event Center located at 5852 East 82nd Street or call 317-534-6399 and visit their website at thegalleryeventcenter.com. This has been a special public service announcement by Lady J. Love y'all. Deuces. Indianapolis, we are gearing up to host the first annual Re-Up Experience and Re-Up Awards on August 6th, 2022. America's Most Wanted Kingpin turned Grammy nominated CEO and music executive of BMB Records, Brian Maurice Brown, is the 2022 Trailblazer of the Year at this year's upcoming first annual Re Up Experience. Talk about a comeback and then re up. Congratulations. To nominate someone for any of the other three categories for the Re Up Awards, visit reupexperience.com.
Hey there. If you can hear my voice, this is Pamela, host of Hospitality, here to remind you that Ego Entertainment Network has a lot for your business. Listen, honey, you need to get with it. Ego Entertainment offers various services, media coverage, red carpet services, promo interviews on air. They offer meet and greet services, honey, not to mention other event services. You want to get in gear. Ego Entertainment is empowered greatness optimized. We're now booking and spots are going fast. Ego serves the United States and all event types, honey. So if you are opening a business, having a store opening, a restaurant opening, and you want some coverage, Ego Entertainment is the way to go. Call or text 317-886-0296 or go to egoentertainmentnet.com.
My birther used to let me watch stuff like Faces of Death, which it sounds exactly like that. And people were actually dying on there in real life, people. And so I think that's where I don't, real life is scary. So, and then watching the comedic, stuff, it doesn't really bother me. So, or the scary movies, because I know that it's legit not happening. But, y'all gonna be
Right.
I'll go to the movies with y'all one time, just as long as it's not too romantic of a comedy.
No, I want to go. Yeah.
Okay, good.
We just don't want to see people die.
Thank you.
But you watch Final Destination, ish.
Like I'm not gonna watch one of.
What? Okay, never mind.
I'll tell this quick story. So years ago, my ex-husband for Valentine's Day, he tricked me and took me to a scary movie. I'm gonna tell the story. What? So he was like, so and so wants to go to the movies. I was like, that's fine, but I don't want to see Hostel. He was like, don't worry about it. We get to the front. He was like, let me get 2 tickets for Hostel. I said, I'm sorry, what? He was like, let me get 2 tickets for Hostel. I said, okay. If I don't sleep tonight, you're not either. It is not even for the good reason. Nobody's sleeping tonight if I'm scared.
So you hear every creak and crack in the house, huh? Okay, I got
But
you.
legit, I do. I'm one of those people that if I'm on the second floor, I can hear the faucet leaking on the first floor. So I can't do that.
All right.
You the same way?
Yeah. That's why I'm just shaking my head if I see a shadow or something. I'm like, nope, that's the devil. No, I can't.
Without telling all my personal business, I've had scarier experiences in my life than that. And even more recently, because my family of ghosts are all in my house. So if I can live with these paranormal activities going,
yeah,
he did. I kid you not, because I swear, sis.
Yes, Tony Braxton did it.
But they're not bothering me in a mean way. If they were bothering me in a mean way, then I might have to have a seance or something in my house. But they don't. I mean, I'm just saying, they might have to something. We might have to have
a Casper.
I
The
swear,
friendly ghost.
I swear, I think it's my auntie and my grandmama. They terrorize every once in a while, like stuff. I would tell you off air some of the stuff that's happened in my house, and my daughter and I both look at each other like, okay. And we like, I just say, I love y'all, I miss y'all, but please stop. And I have to say, please stop. I can't, because like I said, my real life is a little scarier. My real life is a little scarier than this stuff that they make for, on TV. But anyway, so I'll tell you off air, Luke, about that. But you can still come over if you want. I mean, They don't come out in the
I
daytime.
don't know about that
No,
one.
I'm just kidding. No.
Don't do that.
Mm-mm.
You gonna make me
Wait.
sound vain.
It's not. You toot your own horn, baby. Toot your horn. Beep beep.
Okay. Series creator, producer, songwriter. I'm not an official songwriter, but I write my own music. My album is written. I'm just looking for producers.
Oh,
Nice
sure.
producers. I don't want no rude. What's his name? The Jackson's father.
Joe
I don't
Jackson.
want no Joe Jacksons. I don't want no mental abuse while I'm in the studio. So it's just that now. Looking for producers with music. What else? Podcast host.
Don't you act too?
I've acted before. I just had to have the right director. I'm not picky. I'm not difficult. I just don't like working with mean people.
Well, that's good. You know, guard your space, guard your spirit. That's
Yeah.
right. Mm-hmm. Nope.
That I can think of. I'm gonna go back home and like, dang, I forgot that one. Not yet. It's not out yet.
You're right.
Not an author. Not yet.
You're in the process of putting to paper your thoughts.
Yes.
Okay. About to be author. Okay.
And I have a new partnership coming that I can't. Well, no, I don't want to spoil it because they want to come out. Y'all gonna be like, oh. I want to save the surprise because it's gonna take so long for it to come out. I don't want to hype them up just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just pay attention. You better follow him and tell people how they can follow you everywhere because I know you're everywhere.
Oh, let me do that. Okay. So make sure you follow me at Luke P. Sanders on all social media platforms and follow my mom, my co-host at Brenda Sanders 17 on Instagram and Brenda Hoskins Sanders on Facebook. I don't know why she won't change that on Facebook, but it's confusing to the people. And something else I want to do. I want to voice act and write other songs. That's something I wanted to say. I want to voice act and write other music.
Okay.
Just letting people know. I don't know what producers are listening or not, but
Yes, you never know.
thank you.
And
I
like,
created them. That's why I'm telling people don't wait to.
yes,
I don't have no agent, no managers, nothing.
you gotta
Oh God, I'm 22,
say yes. You've accomplished a lot in 22 years.
but I started out at 16, so that's 6 years.
Still, let me ask me what I've done in 40 years. I can't think of half the stuff you just said. So I mean, you beat me, and I'm almost double your. I am because my daughter's the same age.
Oh wow,
Kay
yeah.
is 22. So yeah, I could. That's why you my baby. See, I knew it. No, but
Thank you.
he alright. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
I was just about to give y'all a compliment too.
You give it to her. No, I'm just kidding. But no, Luke knows I'm playing with him.
Yeah.
I tell him all the time how proud I am of him.
She does.
And that's my baby. Yeah, Hercules, my baby. No.
But no, I want to congratulate you guys because you guys are about to celebrate 12 years of Empower Living. So congratulations.
Labor of love, Jesus. Oh, boy. It is, Lord. And this
Y'all
book,
preteen.
yes. Lord. That's why we're going through these growing pains sometimes. Because we going through that teen year, about to hit that teen, you know. But yes, thank you, Lord, for that blessing of being around this long. And make sure that y'all pick up this book, this workbook, please. Because
that's a long time.
Yes, please. But pick up this workbook. I can't say that enough because Ranada sick of having some in her car, and I'm sick of having some in my car. Go to www.empowerlivinginc.net under the online store and purchase this book, or on Amazon, or on Walmart, or at Ujama Community Bookstore. Okay, that's my last plug for us. But
yes. So for the podcast, Seven Talk, make sure you go to Linktree. It's linktr.ee/Family Talk Podcast. And you can get all the platforms that we're on. You can follow us on all social media platforms, me and my co-host, my mother. And yeah, and follow me at Luke P. Sanders.
I'm excited. I'm ready. Especially as you said the final episode's gonna be.
I'll tell you that out for air.
Okay.
Yeah, just can't tell nobody.
okay, we're sworn to secrecy. We got to sign.
That
the
comes out
NDA.
on May 25th, so make sure you guys pay attention.
See, I just love how organized you are with that because you like I'm gonna catch my mama while she in the mood. I'm gonna record them
Yes.
all, and I'm gonna record them all, and I'm gonna be like, okay, so I'm just drop them, boom, boom, boom. Y'all ready for this?
They already
And
scheduled.
look at that. See, he's on top of it. That's
I
true.
am, yeah.
As for me in my household, I'm not. I need to get there. You know what? I used to be. Such a meticulous type person, and then since my life shifted, and I don't have to be like on top of things like I used to be, I can tell I've gotten a little lazy gene in me. So maybe I got to start shifting back. Because boy, when I was a caregiver, I had to balance A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, element of E, and then come back to A, switch to B. So now I don't have to do that so much. And now I think I've gotten lazy and non-organized. So please rub off on me.
I just want to say real quick that if everything goes well with this special that's supposed to come out later this year on Amazon Prime, it's gonna be really juicy because I'm actually gonna be talking about my family stuff. They might not talk about it, but I am.
Well,
So it's gonna be really good.
well,
Let's be clear.
hey, everybody can get it, is what he just said.
No names though. So that's the only thing I don't do names. I think I dropped one name once, but not family, but once. That's it. That's crap.
Yeah. Well, it's all right. Just at one time.
Yeah.
So let's see. We got 1 minute. What else I need to talk about? What we got coming up? I don't know. I cannot think of what we have coming up, but we are planning some stuff. So stay tuned to our website. Please like, share, subscribe. Go to Empowered Living Inc. on all social media platforms except for it's Twitter. Twitter's the one that's Empowered Living, LIVIN
Don't
number
you hate
one.
that? Well, you gotta change.
You gotta change it
Yeah.
up for that one spot. But yes, please look at all social media outlets for all the things that are coming up. Please go buy this book so we can get them sold and change our algorithm on Amazon and Walmart. And
Yeah,
please,
listen to Family Talk.
please listen. It's not video. Please listen on everybody, even on Anchor. He's on Anchor.
Yes.
But please follow Luke and like, share, subscribe, all of his details and his show. So thank you for coming on. We gotta do this again
Thanks for having me.
after Family Talk airs. So yeah, we're doing it again. But until next week, y'all have a blessed week and stay positive. Hasta la-
Peace.